Have you ever been in an argument or a discussion and realized that no matter how much sense your points made, the other person just wasn't getting it? It can be frustrating and disheartening, especially if you feel like you're in the right. But the truth is that winning arguments isn't always about who's right. There are many factors at play, and sometimes it comes down to how you present your thoughts and ideas. This is why hostage negotiators, elite therapists, and seasoned diplomats rely on subtle yet powerful techniques to influence how others perceive them and their message. In this video, we will delve into 3 such techniques that can help you become more persuasive in your conversations. And remember, persuasion doesn't mean manipulating someone into doing what you want. It means guiding them towards a decision or understanding that benefits both parties involved. The first technique is reflective listening. We've all been in conversations where we feel misunderstood. We speak, but our words fall on deaf ears. We try to explain, but it feels like our points are lost in a fog of miscommunication. However, there's a simple yet effective solution to this common problem: reflective listening. In a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, researchers found that reflective listening led to more satisfaction in close relationships. Another study in the Journal of Counseling Psychology showed that reflective listening was an essential component of effective psychotherapy. So what exactly is reflective listening, and how can you practice it? Put simply, reflective listening is a communication technique where you show the speaker that you're reactively listening and trying to understand their perspective by paraphrasing what they said. This technique communicates that you're paying attention and are genuinely trying to grasp their viewpoint. Here's a simple example. Let's say your friend tells you, "You wouldn't believe the day I'm having. My boss reprimanded me for something that wasn't my fault, and then my car broke down on the way home." Instead of jumping in with advice or dismissing their concerns, practice reflective listening by saying something like, "Wow, that sounds incredibly frustrating. Dealing with a difficult boss and car problems on the same day. I can see why you're upset." By paraphrasing what your friend said and acknowledging their feelings, you're showing them that you're truly listening and care about how they feel. This technique can be applied in various situations, from casual conversations to professional settings. In fact, a study in the Harvard Business Review found that only 10% of employees feel that their managers listen effectively. This means that if you apply reflective listening in your workplace, you'll immediately stand out as a good listener and communicator. This can lead to better relationships with colleagues and possibly even promotions. And best of all, implementing reflective listening doesn't require any special skills or knowledge. It's something anyone can learn and practice. All it takes is a willingness to be present in the moment and truly listen to the other person. Remember, effective communication is a two-way street, and by practicing reflective listening, you're not only conveying your message, but also building stronger relationships along the way. Now let's move on to the second technique: labeling emotions. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the chaos and lose sight of what truly matters. We often find ourselves swept away by the constant barrage of information and demands, leaving little room for emotional intelligence. However, a groundbreaking study published in the Frontiers of Psychology suggests that expressing emotions can have a positive impact on mental health. It helps individuals process and regulate their emotions effectively, leading to better overall well-being. Now, let's look at how you can implement this in everyday conversations. Let us say you're running late for a meeting and your colleague sends you a sharp email asking for an update. Instead of letting your frustration take over and sending a defensive response, take a step back and label the emotion you're feeling. Say to yourself, "It seems like I'm feeling disrespected right now because of the tone in this email." By acknowledging and naming your emotions, you can gain a better understanding of why you might be reacting in a certain way. This pause allows you to approach the situation with more objectivity and clarity, helping you avoid making impulsive decisions that could escalate the conflict. Once you've taken the time to identify your emotions, the next step is to express them in a healthy and constructive way. Instead of lashing out or shutting down, aim to communicate your feelings in a clear and respectful manner. For instance, you could respond to your colleague by saying something like, "I understand that you need an update. I'm currently stuck in traffic and will send you one as soon as I can." By taking this approach, you're able to express your emotions while still maintaining professionalism and finding a resolution to the issue at hand. Remember, labeling emotions is a skill that can be learned and practiced. With time and effort, you can become more aware of your emotional state and better equipped to handle challenging situations with grace and composure. By doing so, you'll not only improve your communication skills, but also foster deeper connections with those around you. The third technique is assertive reframing, which is all about changing your perspective. Assertive reframing is a powerful communication tool that can help you express your needs and opinions while maintaining a positive and productive relationship with others. In a study conducted by Dr. Ronald E. Riggio, a renowned expert in the field of communication and negotiation, he found that assertive reframing was an effective way to improve communication and build trust in business settings. Participants who used assertive reframing techniques were able to resolve conflicts more efficiently and build stronger relationships with colleagues prospects and clients. But before we dive into the practical applications of this technique, let's first break down what it means to assertively reframe a situation. Assertive reframing involves restating a statement or question in a different way that clarifies, meaning improves understanding, and focuses on finding solutions rather than placing blame. For example, let us say you're reworking on a team project and you feel that your colleagues aren't pulling their weight. Instead of saying, "You haven't done anything yet," try a more positive approach with assertive reframing. It makes a big difference. You could say something like, "I've noticed that we haven't made much progress on this task. How can we work together to get it done?" By using this approach, you're able to express your concerns without coming across as negative or judgmental. You're also more likely to get the ball rolling and find a solution that works for everyone involved. Another situation where assertive reframing can be helpful is when someone is trying to pressure you into doing something you're not comfortable with. Instead of getting drawn into an argument or simply giving in, try using assertive reframing to guide the conversation toward a more productive outcome. For example, if a friend is pressuring you to go out drinking when you'd rather stay in and study, you could say something like, "I appreciate that you're inviting me, but I'm really trying to focus on my studies right now. Maybe another time." By using assertive reframing, you're able to set a boundary while still being respectful and considerate of the other person's feelings. Remember, assertive reframing is a skill that requires practice, but the benefits are well worth the effort. Not only can it help you become a more effective communicator, but it can also lead to better relationships and outcomes in both personal and professional settings. So the next time you find yourself in a difficult conversation, consider using assertive reframing to find a solution that works for everyone involved. In conclusion, these three techniques, reflective listening, labeling emotions, and assertive reframing, are powerful tools that can help you become a more persuasive and influential communicator. By mastering these techniques, you'll be able to navigate challenging conversations with ease, build stronger relationships, and achieve your desired outcomes in both personal and professional settings. But remember, persuasion isn't about manipulation or controlling others. It's about guiding them toward a decision or understanding that benefits all parties involved. By using these techniques ethically and responsibly, you'll be able to build trust, rapport, and influence in a way that is both powerful and authentic. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more insightful psychology videos. Thanks for watching.